Welcome to the latest episode from Garbolino WILLOWMARSH. We're out today, WILLOWMARSH fishery, back on Whispers where we've done the original video. Mark and Jane kindly let us come down and film for the day. This video is going to feature the last rod in the G Match 1 range, which is the pellet wag. We're sat on peg 15 on Whispers. Lovely peg, wind off our back, so it should be ideal for the wag. Sort of chucking 3/4 of the way across just before the island. Dead simple setup again. Got the G Match 1 pellet wag, which is 11 foot. This is the budget rod again. Great value for money. We've paired that with the 3000 series Hexium reel. Again, great value for money, mid-range. We've got £5 main line, a couple of float stops, and our pellet wag, which is a Texanals 3 SSG pellet wag. Set 2 foot deep, 15-inch hook length, down to a Garbolino size 12 G feeder 1 with a band on. It is proper fishing here. A lot of carp, a lot of F1s, but even the F1s are sort of 5 or 6 pounds, so they're big fish. So you haven't got to mess about gear wise. Bait wise, dead simple. Bag of fishery 8mm. We're just going to be firing 2 or 3 across, chucking the wag over the top and hoping to get pulled in and show you how good the rod is and great value for money. Right. Absolutely love fishing the pellet wag. I don't do it anywhere near as much as I'd like to, but that's pretty much down to the venues I'm going to and fishing. We've had a couple of casts. We've had 2 fish in 2 casts, so we're probably going to go 25 casts now without a bite. Now that the cameras are on. We've simply banded our 8mm, set sort of 2 foot, 2.5 foot deep. We haven't clipped up because we are fishing short of the island. There is a lot of roots and a lot of snags around the island, so I don't want to go too close to it. But we're just going to fire a couple of 3 8mm, fishery 8mm over the top before we cast. And hopefully can get you a fish on the bank pretty sharpish. It's still only 10 o'clock in the morning, but it is setting to be a really warm day. It's overcast, but it's really muggy. Pressure's quite high, so the fish don't want to be on the bottom. So hopefully we'll be able to get you a few bites. Good thing with the pellet wag, it's a really busy method. You're constantly casting, constantly feeding. Just stop that line just before your float hits the water. That will straighten all your hook length out in the pellet, so it all falls in a straight line. I tend to fish it, feed before I cast, and then cast past the feed. Sort of give it 20 seconds. You can get a lot of bites as soon as your float lands on the water. And you can get one after about 20 seconds. A lot of fish over there. For anyone that doesn't know WILLOWMARSH, Mark and Jane done a hell of a job, putting a hell of a lot of work down here, not just on the fishing side. They've got the bistro. We've only got the 3 lakes, Dragonfly at the top, Whispers in the middle, Sandpipers down the bottom. They are absolutely crammed full of fish. They've also done a lot of work around the fishery. Built the bistro from scratch. Lovely, lovely place to go and eat, not just for the fishing. Got a tackle shop on site. They've also built a couple of like marquee buildings and a horse carriage, which they're going to expand and use for weddings. But it isn't just a fishery, but they have put a hell of a lot of work in. And the fishing's brilliant. Mainly pellet fishing. Paste down the edge, that type of thing. Corn. 90% of it's carp fishing. There's F1s in here, big F1s, sort of 5, 6, I think they go up to £7. Whispers is the smallest lake. We are filming on a Saturday, so it is quite busy. I mean, normally has club matches on, but there's no clubs on today. And there's pretty much every peg's gone on this lake, pleasure anglers. Pretty much every peg behind us on sandpipers has gone with pleasure anglers. At 10 o'clock in the morning. Shows how good the fishing is. Definitely some fish coming to that feed now. That bite was as soon as it landed. The pellet wag. There we go. Straight away on the settle. And that's why you always keep casting and keep feeding. As they come to the noise. You need to feed 2 or 3 8-mils. Keep recasting over the top. Get 2 stabs at it. Jump past your feed with the first initial cast, like we did with that. The fish that are hanging on behind it, and then feed again and bring your float into the feed. Looks like a little F1 this does. Beautiful action on this rod. Considering this is the budget range from Garbolino, can't emphasise enough how good value for money is. And you get an 11-foot pellet wag rod there for, I think they're about 50 quid, 60 quid. And they'll handle anything. Handle the smaller F1s like this, so £3. See if he'll behave to hold him up. Absolutely beautiful WILLOWMARSH F1. You get them lined up, you'll soon do a weight of them in a match. But yeah, the rods, just absolutely brilliant value for money. powerful, responsive, light, brilliant action on them. I mean, we're probably only chucking, I don't know, sort of 40 metres, 30 odd metres. Wind off our back, which is helping with the casting. I probably could get away with a 2 gram wag with the wind today. Stick with the 3 mil. But it's simply just a case of repeating 2 or 3 8 mils. Feed it twice. Chuck the wag past your feed. Just stop the wag just before it lands. That will straighten your hook length out behind it, behind the float. All lands nicely. And then if you don't sort of get a bite on that initial cast, put a 3 more 8 mils, bring the float back into it, get another stab. I mean, it is no secret. There we go, straight away, as soon as it hit the water. Just beautiful way to fish. Don't need a lot of baits, bag of fishery 8 mils. Keep feeding, constantly feeding them 2 or 3. Don't be tempted to sit there and just leave your float hanging. Keep casting it. Absolutely beautiful action on this rod. Paired with this little 3000 reel. It's just absolutely beautiful. In the net. Probably WILLOWMARSH common. Another little product plug is these Garbolino power feeder hooks. Absolutely amazing. I use them on pretty much all my summer carp fishing now. Let's see if we can hold him up. He'll behave. Still absolutely full of beans. No, I don't think he's going to behave for us. One more go and then we'll get him back. Lovely Whispers, long, lean common carp. About £6, £7. Get him back, get it back out there and try and get you another one. I don't know how much of this you're going to get on camera. I've tried zooming it in. Hopefully you'll be able to see it, just to show you the process. A couple of feeds, a couple of 3 pellets feed, and then chuck the wag over the top on the back of your feed. Hopefully I can get you a bite on camera. Right on cue, the wind's just turned hurricane. Recast that now that wind's died down a bit. Same. Couple of 3s. Stop that wag just before it hits the water. Straightens all your hook length out. And 3 pellets. Bring that wag into it. And just repeat the process. And a couple more, try and get you a bite on camera. Same again. Couple of 3 pellets. Try and use the wind to your advantage. Bring that waggler back into the feed. And there we go. Hopefully you saw that bite on camera and you saw the process. I think it's just a small F1. Bring the float back into that. And there we go. Straight away. Oh, it's just beautiful, this is. Now that bite, we had our initial cast way past the feed. We fed a couple of 3s, dragged that float back into it. Straight away it sailed away. We're into another lovely fish. It's not fighting much, this one, so it's either a big lazy F1 or he's going to go batshit crazy in the net. Big F1. These F1s in here are absolutely ridiculous. They do such a big weight of them in such a short space of time. And this F1's probably best part of £4. Absolutely stunning fish. Fit and healthy. Absolutely loving this one. And the rod, I know I keep banging on about it, but for the money, you're not going to get any better on the market for the money. If you're on a shoestring budget, or you don't really do a lot of pellet waggler fishing but you need one in your armoury, then this is definitely the rod to go for. Absolutely incredible. Let's get that straight back out there. Couple of threes. We'll do the same again. We'll chuck that right past the back of the feed. So we'll give it 20 seconds. Couple of threes again. Short of where the float is. And then just bring that back into the feed. Go straight into that. That was actually mugged. Seen the fish cruising. Probably not the best float for it, but managed to land it right on his nose. And he came up and had a pop for it. Beautiful bend in this rod. Very, very angry fish. So full of beans down here at WILLOWMARSH. A lovely big common, and that I think It'll be a perfect fish to finish on. Lovely, lovely ghosty type comment. Absolutely nailed that pellet. Let's get that hook out of the way. Lovely red specks on him. See if we can hold him up for the camera. About 8 pound. A little bit ghosty. Absolutely beautiful fish. So I hope you enjoyed that little, just a quick little video, just to show you the last rod in the G1 range from Garbolino, which is their budget rods. And like I said, value for money wise, you ain't getting much better. I wish every video was as quick as that and as easy as that. If there is anything else you'd like to see us cover, please just let us know in the comments below or message us directly, and we will do our best to get out there and film it for you. But yeah, if you can, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.